This morning there is good news about Tesla Giga Berlin's water issue. You guys may know that water has been a big issue from the day one of the construction of Giga Berlin. This morning there is good news. According to RBB24, Wasserwerk Eggersdorf may supply Tesla with sufficient water. How this happened and what is the background, I'm going to tell you in this story. Welcome back, friends. This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla breaking news and ring the bell so you don't miss my next Tesla coverage. Before the start of the Tesla Giga Berlin factory, there is an agreement in terms of water supply. That's the good news. The Eggersdorf waterworks can now pump more water to Tesla Giga Berlin again. The supply contract with Tesla remains in place, but the Water Association sees further problems. Let's take a look and see what those problems are and how they may affect Tesla and its Giga Berlin electric vehicle factory. The Water Association Strausberg-Erkner, it's called WSE, is again allowed to pump around 3.8 million cubic meters of water per year at the Eggersdorf Waterworks. WSE spokeswoman Sandra Ponesky confirmed this to RBB on request of RBB. RBB is Brandenburg's public radio. Previously, the state environment agency called LFU, as the Upper Water Authority, had only granted a toleration of around 2.5 million cubic meters, which according to WSE, the Water Association, was not sufficient to also fulfill the supply contract with Tesla and Giga Berlin in Grünheide. For example, water supply remains tight, says WSC. With this approval, the water problem in the region is off the table for the time being. The WSC decided at an extraordinary association meeting on Thursday, yesterday. The association's supply contract for the US electric car manufacturer Tesla Giga Berlin now remains in place. Nevertheless, the water supply in the association area remains tense because the remaining reserves would be completely exhausted by existing land use plans and the densification in the communities, according to a statement published in the evening. Now, I spoke about densification is because with Giga Berlin and other similar companies coming to region, they're going to bring a lot of new workers to the area, like tens of thousands of people are going to, like, if 10,000 people work at Giga Berlin, imagine if many of them come with their families, we're talking about somewhere 30 to 40,000 people influx to the area. Therefore, further development plans, commercial or industrial settlements in the Brandenburg area are currently not possible due to a lack of groundwater, reports RBB. Now, the background to the toleration is a judgment by the administrative court in Frankfurt. That's the good news. That's where the good news comes from. There, the environmental associations Green League and NABU had sued against a subsidy approved by the LFU in 2020 at the Eggersdorf Waterworks. I had reported about this a couple of days ago. On March 4th, the court partially agreed with the environmental organizations and declared the permit, which was issued in 2020 without public participation, to be illegal. A further withdrawal would therefore be illegal after the judgment came into force. However, the error can be cured by subsequent public participation, as the court explained. In order to nevertheless quarantine the water supply, to guarantee the water supply, the LFU then put up a toleration of 2.5 million cubic meters of water per year. This is the original amount that was allowed in Eggersdorf before the 2020 approval. However, this is no longer sufficient for Tesla Giga Berlin, explained representatives of the WSC. One of the reasons for this is the supply contract concluded with Tesla. This is not sufficient even for the region issues. After a meeting between Andre Bahler, head of the WSC Association, and Anke Hermann, head of the Department of Water and Soil Protection in the Brandenburg Environmental Ministry in Potsdam, an agreement was reached on Wednesday. Since this morning, we have had an acceptable tolerance from the state for the amount of 3.8 million cubic meters per year for the water intake in Eggersdorf, said spokeswoman Sandra Ponesky on Thursday morning. However, the problem has not yet been solved. While we have good news for Giga Berlin, the problem has not yet been solved. How? As the association spokeswoman explained, we still have a deficit for community development. That means there are still solutions and additional withdrawal quantities needed by the county. According to Ponesky, new construction projects cannot be positively certified by the WSE because there is not enough water for new commercial or residential projects. Now, this is good for Tesla, but what if other companies want to come to the region? They now fear that, in that region there is a water issue because Tesla is barely able to get water for its Giga Berlin factory, and we don't know what the situation will be for the battery production factory. I guess battery production takes a lot of water, right? Now, this means that Brandenburg needs to bring more water to the area and build maybe more water associations and bring water from remote areas. The toleration now is limited in time, as I said, as a press spokesman for the Ministry of the Environment confirmed to RBB. The additional obstruction of water will only be tolerated until the procedure for the water permit is finally completed. After the first approximately 2.5 million cubic meters have been reached, the start of the additional extraction should be reported and explained to the State Office for the Environment. For this purpose, the WSE Water Association is to provide the office with information on the withdrawal quantities of the waterworks every quarter. However, involving the public will take some time. As a rule, a period of around 4 months is planned for the implementation of public participation if all deadlines are met, said the spokesman. Now, already at the beginning of March and before the administrative court's verdict, the WSE wrote to the 16 association members from cities, municipalities and offices and warned of the problem. Based on our usable groundwater supply, the current groundwater extraction and the increase due to the unstoppable compaction within the association area, our permitted amounts have already been exhausted, says the letter that is available to RBB. As a result, negative opinions are to be expected in the context of land use planning. Now, who would think that making electric cars has to go through this public participation and to so much water problem? Now, within the toleration of funding in Eggersdorf and the 3 other waterworks in the association area, the WSC has a total output of around 14.5 million cubic meters of water per year. But the need is greater. To be reasonably sure for the time being, close future, we would need 18.2 million cubic meters a year, says Ponesky. Tesla plans to start delivering the first cars, electric cars, Model Ys, to customers at the factory in Grünheide on next Tuesday, March 22nd. By the way, guys, if any one of you that hears this report and if you are part of the first deliveries, please let me know. Write me a letter or send me a message. I would like to hear more from you. Maybe we can even interview. By the way, I also have received a request from RBB, Brandenburg Public Radio, that if anyone is one of the first recipients of Made in Germany, Made at Giga Berlin Model Y, please contact us. We would like to interview you. So Tesla CEO Elon Musk is also expected to attend the delivery event from Giga Berlin. Maybe it will be in Berlin or in the factory. In the first expansion phase, it is planned to Giga Berlin will produce around 500,000 cars per year. They will be manufactured in its Tesla's first European Tesla plant with around 12,000 employees. Like I said, imagine if these 12,000 employees bring their families, how many people will come to work at Giga Berlin. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. The good news is that water issue seems to be now fixed at Giga Berlin, and it's a good news for Giga Berlin. Now it will give some time until they find out what will be done for the battery factory. Hopefully they will bring more water to the area from remote areas, so the Giga Berlin's battery factory, which is going to be the world's largest electric vehicle factory, factory to get more water. And as other interesting reports, look at my yesterday reports where I reported a sea of Tesla Model Y vehicles at Giga Texas parking lot, which I shared yesterday. Tesla is not hiding them anymore. In the meantime, this is Armen Harayan from TalkNews.com. God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news. Ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage. And let's continue the discussion in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate if you would please share this in social media. Have a blessed day. Peace be to the world.